What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a rules and errata update for the Digimon TCG. We have our new rules Q&A right here. You can see, looks like they've updated it, which mostly means like we have 2.0 in there now. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about the new set, which I still haven't got, but I will have some box opening stuff for you guys next week. I know I managed to get 8 of the 12 boxes I pre-ordered, and then I ended up ordering another 4 coming from out east. So honestly, probably should have it all around the same time. That's what I'm hoping, and we can do the basically the triple box openings or whatever, however we're going to do it, and basically open a case worth, although we didn't get a sealed case. So I'm hoping that we still get a low pull rate out of 8 boxes, and then 4 boxes. Maybe we get lucky, we get 2 like we did back in EX6, but maybe we get none. So we might get shafted a little bit there, but we're going to open as much product as we can as soon as we get it, and see what we get for pulls. So that is coming, guys. So we have we will be opening 2.0, but we're going to look at the new rule update. Here we go. So yeah, so BT18. So they have the 2.0 in there, so we can look at some cards here, pick out some good ones, and see what we like. And just look at some rulings and Q&As on those cards. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. All right, well, we should get into it. We want to pick out some good cards here and just look at, you know, what the Q&A is and what kind of rulings we need to be wary of. And that's always important. And it's nice that we actually have this on time, because I think like BT17 took them a month and a half. Like it was EX7 by the time the Q&A for BT17 dropped, which was actually pretty funny. So here we got Fremon, the new Fremon. Digi-Egg is the only one with a thing. It says my opponent has 1 red and blue Digimon and 1 red and yellow Tamer in their battle area. How many cards do I trash from the top of my deck when this card's inherited effect activates? 3 cards. In this case, there are 3 colors: blue, red, blue, and yellow in your opponent's Digimon and Tamers. Therefore, you trash 3 cards from the top of the deck. Okay. So yeah, it's just total colors. So if you have 2 of the same, you don't get to trash an extra one. Pokemon, the new Pokemon. If cards that are targets of this effect are revealed from the deck, do I have to add as many cards to my hands? Yeah, that's always the case. You always have to do as much as you can. You can't just not add cards. Does this card's digital requirement, where it can digivolve from a tamer, mean that the tamer that will become a Digivolution card is treated as Digimon when it digivolves? No, it digivolves from the tamer as is. So yeah, not treated. Yeah. So some things treat them as Digimon when digivolving, but that's the older ones, I believe. That's a Goonimon. When a tamer would digivolve using this card's Digivolution requirement, is it considered a Digimon that would digivolve? No, it isn't considered a Digimon that would digivolve. When a tamer would digivolve using this card's Digivolution requirement, when a Digimon would digivolve effects don't trigger. So yeah. When a tamer digivolves using this card's Digivolution requirement, is it considered? I love it, like they keep answering the same one. No, it isn't considered a Digimon that digivolves. When a tamer digivolves using this Digivolution requirement, when a Digimon digivolves, effects don't trigger. So it's being asked different ways, but it's the same thing. I don't know why they do that. What else we got here? Chimeramon. If I use this card's on deletion effect to DNA digivolve into Millenniummon in the hand, do the DNA Digivolution requirements have to be met for Millenniummon? Yes, the DNA Digivolution requirements have to be met. In addition, DNA Digivolution could not be performed unless the Millenniummon has DNA Digivolution. So it has to be a card that can DNA Digivolve. Does this card's on deletion effect allow my Machine Dramon and this card itself in the trash that activated the effect to DNA Digivolve into Millenniummon in the hand? Yes, that is correct. The on deletion effect activates after the card is placed in the trash. Therefore, this card itself in the trash can DNA Digivolve into Millenniummon in the hand. For this card's on deletion effect, which locations must the Machine Dramon and Chimeramon be in to DNA Digivolve into Millenniummon in the hand? You can DNA Digivolve into Millenniummon from your hand by using your Machine Dramon in the battle area and your Chimeramon in the trash. Yep. Emperor Greymon. Yay, the new Emperor. Can I use this card's Digivolution requirement to Digivolve for a cost of 5, even when my Takuya Kambara has more than 5 hybrid trait cards under it? Yes, it can Digivolve. Okay, that's good. If this card gains piercing from another card's effect, then this card attacks and deletes an opposed Digimon battle. Do I perform the security check for piercing after this card's your turn effect activates? Yes, after this card's your turn effect activates, then you perform the security check for piercing. This card's your turn effect and piercing trigger simultaneously, but the activated piercing is processed immediately before the attack ends. Therefore, security attack +1 is first gained from this card's your turn effect. Then you perform the security check for piercing. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Yeah. BT18, 088, Takuya, and Koji Digivolved into this card, and the memory gauge moved to 1 on my opponent's side. Then I use this card's when Digivolving effect to attack, and use this card's your turn effect to unsuspend it. Can I then use the end of turn inherited effect on Takuya Kambara in this card's Digivolution cards to attack a player? Yes, it can attack. When Digivolving into this card, the turn end conditions won't be met until all of the resulting processing has been resolved. Okay. In this case, this card's when Digivolving effect, your turn effect, and any effects triggered by them must first be resolved. Then the end turn conditions will be met. Then the end of turn timing will occur, and end of turn effect will trigger. So apparently you can. Attack, I think, twice, because I think he attacks, and then that lets you. That's kind of interesting. I'd have to read the card again, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. With that new card, I know we have it over here. So yeah, here, let's just take a look. See, oh no, that's wrong set. Okay. This color. Yeah, so then this Digimon may attack. Okay. So when Digivolving, and then okay, so yeah, you would get to attack twice, which is kind of weird because I thought you can't attack twice during the end turn. So I mean, if I'm messing this up, let me know. But from what I can see, just Digimon with a hybrid trait may attack a player end of your turn. So from what I can see from this, you actually potentially get 2 attacks, because if you can attack over something, kill it, and then use your turn ability to unsuspend, you can then use the end of turn attack and attack again. So you can do basically 1 check piercing, strip security twice, and then do it again for 2 more checks at the end of the turn. or just leave your guys unsuspended if you're worried about your opponent attacking over them. But yeah, that's it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Penguin Mon. Does this card's your turn effect trigger when this is in the breeding area and would digivolve into a multicolored blue or red Digimon card? No, it doesn't trigger. Only affects with the breeding icon trigger and activate in the breeding area, which is is what we know to be true. Nothing in the breeding area unless it's broken, like King Drazel or Gate. Yeah. Kumamon. Does this card's digital requirement where it can digivolve from a tamer mean that the tamer will become a Digivolution card? Mean that the tamer that will become a digital card is treated as a Digimon when it digivolves? No, it's just a tamer. It doesn't work for anything that says same thing. It's just the same stuff. Yeah, it's just all the tamer stuff. Tamer is not treated as a It's not considered a Digimon that digivolves, so can't work with effects that, the same kind of effects. I love like it's all the same. It's not anything new. It's just the cards are simple enough that they don't need to Q&A any of the abilities. Here, Daipenmon. How do I activate this card's hand main effect? Effects with the hand icon can activate when their card is revealed from the hand. This effect can activate during the main phase when you reveal this card from your hand and process the effect. Can I use this card's hand main effect to place just one Kumamon or Kakamon from my trash under my tamer? No, you can't. By doing X condition, can't be met if only some of the required actions are performed. In order for conditions for this card's hand main effect to be met, you must place one Kumamon and one Kakamon under your tamer. So, does this card's hand main effect, where it can digivolve from a tamer, mean that the tamer will become a Digivolution card? Treat Digimon? No, it isn't. Oh gosh, these are awful. Doesn't consider a Digimon. Everything isn't considered a Digimon, so stop asking. It's Patamon. How do I activate this card's? Yeah, same thing. Hand effect. Okay, Lucemon. The new Lucemon. Which card will, if this effect didn't trash in this card's start of main phase or on play, give me recovery +1 if it isn't trashed. You will gain recovery +1 if a card isn't trashed by your opponent. From your opponent may trash their top security card. So yeah. Yeah, so you get recovery +1 or they trash a card. Simple as that. It's gonna be the same. All the same stuff, but there is one for Lobomon that's not the tamer isn't a Digimon. Isn't treated as a Digimon. Which is, like I said, it's funny because the older cards treat the tamer as a Digimon, but these cards just say you can Digivolve on a tamer. So they've changed it a little bit from the old. So this one, if cards that are targets of this effect are found in my security stack, do I have to add as many cards as hand as possible? No, you can choose not to add them to your hand. If you don't add them, you shuffle your security stack without gaining recovery +1. So apparently you could choose. apparently you can choose with that Lobomon, which is kind of cool. So that's kind of cool. What DNA Digivolution combinations are possible with this card's DNA Digivolution requirements? This card can DNA Digivolve by using a level 5 blue or yellow Digimon and a level 5 green or black Digimon. So, lots of possibilities. But it has to be blue or a yellow in one, and a green and a black in another. Could I use this card's Digivolution requirement to Digivolve? Yep, same thing. Even when it has more than 5, yes. Does this card's alternates effect trigger when either my Digimon or my opponent's Digimon attacks? Yeah, it triggers. And that's the altern effect here, which is when this Digimon attacks by adding your top security card to your hand, this Digimon unsuspends. So yeah. Yeah, so I actually really like that one, especially with blocker inheritable. Kazimon's same thing. All these hybrids are just going to be the same. Yeah, most of them don't even have any thing. Jet Sylphimon has the same thing. You have to place both Kazumon and Zephyrmon. That's kind of duh. Just see what else we got here. There's lots of stuff to go through, so I'm just kind of picking out and choosing. And like a lot of the tamer stuff is going to be like, no, it's all the same. And then so like all the level 5s have to have both, both Beetlemon, Melkavatarmon, both Kazumon, Zephyrmon to use its hand main effect. You have to have both targets in the trash. Yeah, it's nice when there's actual Q&As that matter. Okay, here we go. Duskmon does the color change thing. So other than when this tamer digivolves using this Digivolution requirement, it is considered a Digimon that digivolves, which is the same for every single hybrid we know so far. What does the change of original color effect do exactly? Such effects change the original colors shown on the target card to a predetermined color shown in this effect. For example, if the Digimon's original color is red and it is chosen as a target for the on-play when digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, change the original color of one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers to a non-white color effect. Then choose a non-white color and that Digimon's original color will become that color. What happens if a Digimon that gained a color has its original color changed by the change the original color effect? What happens if a Digimon that gained a color has its original color changed by the change color effect? Its original color is changed and it retains the gained color. Gained colors don't affect the original color. What happens if a Digimon has its original color changed and is then affected by a change the original color effect again? The original color is changed to the most recent color. Keep changing. What original colors can this card's on play change most? Yeah, so any color from among red, blue, yellow, green. Yeah, perfect. When digivolving with this card's when attacking effect, do the Digivolution requirements have to be met? Yes, they have to be met. Velgramon, same thing. But we have some stuff on Velgramon. My opponent has 1 red and 1 blue Digimon, and 1 red and 1 yellow Tamer. How many cards do I trash from the top of the deck? Again, 3 cards. There's only 3 colors. So it's just how many total colors. Rihimon's going to be the same as... I love how they misprinted it. It's supposed to be Loimon and checking Loimon, but it says Beetlemon and Metal Kabuterimon. They just copy pasted and forgot to change the names. Good job, guys. Good job, Bandai. You're totally on the ball. Yeah. Lucemon Chaos Mode. What happens if an opponent's Digimon that isn't affected by effects is chosen for this card's on-play when Digivolving effects? Let's see here. Digimon that aren't affected by effects aren't affected by this card's on-play when Digivolving effect because this effect didn't delete and you can't process part of the effect after if this effect didn't delete. So yeah, so basically if you can't you still get your second ability because it didn't delete. So even if it can't be, even if your opponent tried to like say, hey, I'll target my guy, but then he can't be deleted, it still isn't deleted, so you still get the second half of the effect. What does this card, Larva? What does this card's all turns effect do exactly? This effect prevents all of your 0 DP Digimon from being deleted. It prevents deletion from effects as well as deletion from rules, including the rule that delete 0 DP Digimon upon a rule check and deletion upon losing a battle. Okay. And then Takuya and Koji. What does this start of main phase do? You may choose one card with a combination of having hybrid trait and a different name from your trash and place it under this tamer. For each of your other tamers, add 2 to the maximum number of cards this effect may place. For example, if you have 1 tamer other than this tamer, you may choose up to 3 cards with the hybrid trait and different names from your trash and place them under this tamer. This Digimon, my Digimon is attacking using an effect at the end of my turn. Can I use this card's end of turn inherited effect to attack a player using a Digimon with this card in its Digivolution cards? So no, it can't. A new attack declaration can't be made during an attack. In such cases, even if you activate this card's end of your turn inherited effect, when you're already having an attacking Digimon, a new attack can't be formed when using a Digimon with this card in its Digivolution cards. So I think that's more to do with having like multiple Digimon attacking. So that's a little bit different. So I think it's still different than the other one with Emperor Greymon. So I think that's why it's a little bit different, because he attacks as part of his when Digivolving and then unsuspends if you get his your turn ability. So that all happens before you process the end of your turn ability. And then you basically make another attack is what my understanding is. But like I said, I could be wrong, because I always thought you could attack twice at the end of the turn. But we'll see. What does the trash one option card in your post battle effect? This effect trashes an option card that was placed by a place this card in the battle area effect, which is one of the first cards that does that. So we have a card that can kill memory boosts and trainings. That is hilarious. Finally, I was like, oh, this would be so satisfying when I tell my opponent, yeah, you know that that boost you were saving up for a mega play? Bye-bye. Lucemon Satan mode. Can I choose not to trash my opponent's top security card when I use this card's end of all turns effect to delete one of my opponent's Digimon or their tamers? No, you can't. You must trash their top security card if possible. It's weird why you wouldn't want to, because trashing stuff is better than attacking through it. When is Digivolution possible? With this card's Digivolution requirements, this card can Digivolve from Takuya with 10 hybrid or Koji with 10 hybrids for a cost of 6. Can I use this card's Digivolution requirement to Digivolve for a cost 6, even when my Takuya Koji has more? Then yeah, well, that's just, yeah, never gonna happen. Does this card's Blast Digivolve allow me to use Takuya Kambara or Koji with 10 hybrids? Allow me to use the Takuya Kambara Koji with 10 hybrid trait cards under Digivolution requirement to Digivolve? No, you can't use that Digivolution requirement with Blast Digivolve. When using this card's when attacking effect, to place multiple tamer cards as my bottom security cards, can I choose the order of the cards placed? Yes, you can choose the order of the cards that are placed. I believe that's it for that set. We're going to stop there. I'll do the BT19 stuff in another video, but that is some of the rulings. A lot of the rulings are just, in this set, are kind of a waste. Like a lot of the hybrid rulings are a waste. They don't really give you a ton of stuff, but there are some cool things in there. Definitely the Emperor Greymon thing threw me for a loop, so that's interesting. So I'll have to see how that plays out, and if you know if I'm correct in my assessment or not, be sure to put it in the comments. As always, we love doing these Errata and rule update videos. Hope you guys enjoyed, and looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.